Hi, this is Bianca Modi from City Studio Brampton, and we're here live with Gwyneth Chapman, the newly appointed Senior Advisor for the Black, African, Caribbean Social, Cultural, and Economic Empowerment and Anti-Black Racism Unit. So, Gwyneth, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's wonderful being here and especially being interviewed by a young intern as yourself.
Thank you so much. So, jumping right into it, can you just explain the Anti-Black Racism Unit a little bit, just summarize it very briefly?
Well, the anti-Black racism, what we hope to do is to address the issues of anti-Black racism within the city of Brampton. And we are going to be focusing on helping our community in terms of economic development and economic empowerment. We're also going to be looking at ways to help with the cultural and the social development of Brampton. And we feel that there's a lot of potential that has been untapped within the citizens and the city, the systems of Brampton. So we want to be able to work with everyone to try to make the city of Brampton more inclusive and create more opportunities for everyone.
I definitely think that's an amazing idea and an amazing initiative that Brampton has taken on. So, also, congratulations for your position as senior advisor. And I've also
Thank you.
noticed you've worked in a variety of fields beforehand. So, do you want to highlight maybe some of your past work experience, some big moments for you in the past?
Oh, sure. Well, I think I've always worked in media since the age of 17. Actually, I actually wanted to get involved in media because at one point I felt that during high school a lot of young people were not feeling too good about themselves at the time, and there's a lot of the suicidal rate was very high. So I wanted to do something about that, and I thought, well, if I bring teachers, students, guidance counselors, and parents together, we can probably talk about the issues and find out how we can help the young people who are my friends and classmates. And so I thought, okay, so if we do this within a classroom setting, how about if I get it on television? That means that more people can have this information. They can have access to information and knowledge that can help them. And so that's how I started television, by just my desire to see people do well, to want to be a part of solution, and to help my friends. And ever since then, I've worked, at CTV. I've had my own TV productions on City TV and other networks. And at the age of 16, I've always, been involved in the community in some way, shape, or fashion. And that passion for people and community, for seeing that, for bringing people together and doing better, has always been a big part of my life. And that has led to me developing the Canadian Black Caucus, which we basically try to do many programs and get young people involved in the political process. We had numerous events at Queen's Park, City Hall, in the schools, and so forth. And my work just continued, and it evolved to the point where I worked with the mayor on his first campaign, Mayor John Tory, and we became very good friends, and we developed a great relationship where we ended up doing a lot for the Black community in Toronto. And so I think you know my passion for community and my desire to see that every person gets an opportunity to be all that they can be, that's the driving force for what I do. And I do believe, as Canadian, as a Canadian, we are a Canadian family. It doesn't matter where we come from, what our experiences are. But I feel that if we learn to come together and respect that everyone has some great things to offer this country, I believe when we empower each and every single member of our Canadian family, we will have a great city, we'll have great cities, we'll have a great nation. So that's, again, I guess a little bit about me. And I was
Hmm.
fortunate also to work with the mayor, John Tory, as his special advisor for youth engagement and development. I'm very passionate about potential, and I feel that in this lifetime, each and every single one, we have a purpose, we have greatness within us, and I want to really do what I can, do my part to make sure that I help people to understand and fulfill that greatness.
Yeah, and that definitely ties into your role as senior advisor, I'm assuming, because that's what you're doing, right? You're helping people, you're empowering a whole community of people. So that's incredible. And so, how are you? I'm very curious, how were you approached for the role as senior advisor, and what does that really entail, I guess?
Well, first of all, it entails having a positive attitude, a passion for people, for community, a commitment to do better, to bring people together, to work together. I feel that my strengths coming to this table, it has to do with my resources or my network of people. It's pretty vast, and I have the ability to connect with folks from whatever background, whatever level, whatever experiences. And I feel being able to tap into these resources and those people, get them to understand and see a bigger vision. The vision is that we are a great country, we're a great city, we have amazing people, and we want to focus on finding out and working with community, corporations, government, to find ways, where we can work together, come up with strategies, and really do whatever we can to ensure that everyone has a piece of the pie and they are contributing to this society. So
Mm-hmm.
um, this unit is quite a significant opportunity, and Mayor Patrick Brown appointed me. He knows my work, first of all. And he's someone that is also very, very committed to Brampton and wants the very best for Brampton. He is tireless in terms of promoting and doing whatever he can to the upliftment of Brampton. And I am, so honored to be appointed in that sense. The confidence that he has in me, and I believe that together we can all do some great things. So this, like I said, this unit is new. Toronto has a model of it, but we are going to try to work things out to make sure that we understand what the needs of Brampton is, work with the community, the corporations, the government, anyone and everyone to come up with strategies to figure out where we're lacking and where we need to focus on and what we need to do in order to really empower this community who has been left behind but is so
Right.
full of great potential.
Completely, completely agree with you. And I think before anything else, of course, starting this initiative is the first step, and then collaboration is definitely key. Collaboration sparks
Yeah.
change all the time. And so I
Mhm.
guess I'm just wondering, how can community members within Brampton get more involved in this unit, help out in any way? Is there a way to do that?
Absolutely. We have on our website, there's ways to contact our office. If you go to the city of Brampton, brampton.ca, all the information will be there in terms of how to get a hold of our unit. And we've been getting an incredible amount of response because there's so many people who believe in this vision that the city has passed, and they believe in Mayor Patrick Brown, and they want to be a part of positive, big, and important changes. So it's been very inspiring and encouraging to see the amount of people just sending in, let me help, I want to help, what can I do.
Yeah.
It's really impressive, and we're so grateful for that. But everything can be found on the city's website, and we can surely include the community.
That's amazing to hear. I will definitely personally check that out. And I think everybody here is super excited to see what happens next, the next steps, and we will be following
Yes.
up with that. But thank you again so much for getting on this call with me and talking about this new initiative, and yourself as well.
Thank you so much. You keep up the good work, but I'm pretty sure that we'll be recruiting you as well. This is incredible.